Hello crocheters. Today we're going to make this beautiful cornmeal fluffy fan Afghan blanket. The first thing you want to do is start with a red heart cornmeal yarn that you could get at any craft store. The second thing is you want your size H crochet needle. If you don't have an H and you don't have the cornmeal yarn, use whatever you have. This tutorial assumes you know how to start on your crochet hook and you know how to chain. So the first thing you want to do is you want to chain 330 crochet chains. So pause this video and come back to me when you've crocheted 330 chains for your Afghan. So I'm going to assume you've done that now, and we're going to go ahead and start. You're going to count 1, 2, and 3, and in the third loop, you're going to put your crochet hook through the third loop. You're going to wrap the yarn around your crochet hook, pull it through, wrap it around, and pull it through again. In that same loop that you were just in, you're going to do 2 double crochets, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to go slow. We're going to wrap it around. We're going to go into the same loop that we were just in, and as we come through, we're going to pull the yarn through, and now you have 3 on your hook. What you want to do is wrap it around and pull through the first 2 only, please. Wrap it around and pull through the first 2 only. So that's 1 double crochet in that loop. We're going to do another double crochet in that loop. Wrap it around, put it through the same loop, pull it through. You've got 3. Wrap it around and pull it through the first 2. Wrap it around and pull it through the next 2. Okay, that's your first little fan. So from the loop that you just worked in, count 1, 2, 3, and go through that with a single there. So you're not going to wrap it around for your first, you're just going to go through the loop there. You're going to wrap it around, bring it through, wrap it around, and bring it through. So what we're going to do in there is we're going to do another 2 double crochets. I'm going to show you how to do it again. Wrap it around your crochet hook from right to left, or if you're a lefty, you can do it left to right. Pull it through the same hoop that you just went through for that single one. Pull it through. Now you've got the 3 on there. Wrap it around, pull it through 2 only. Good. Wrap it around and pull it through 2 only, please. So now we're going to do another double crochet. Wrap it around the hook, put it through the same loop that we were just going through. Wrap it around, and you've got 3. Wrap it around, pull it through 2 only. Got 2 on there. Wrap it around, 2 only. So you can see this little fan is starting. So count 3 again, and in your third loop, you're just going to put your hook through, grab the yarn, pull it through, wrap it around, pull it through, and now we're going to do 2 double crochets in there again. I hope you're seeing this a repetitive crochet stitch that we're doing. So we're going to do this a few more times, and then I'm going to let you finish your 330, and then you can pause this and come around, and I'll show you how to turn it around. But for tutorial purposes, we'll do a few more. So wrap it around, go through the same stitch, pull it through, 3 on your hook, wrap it around, pull it through 2 only. Good job. Wrap it around, 2 only. Great. 1 more double, wrap it around, Put it through the same place you were just at. 3 on there. Wrap it around. What are we going to do? You got it. 2 only. Wrap it around. 2 only. So count 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the third one again. You're going to go through. Now, I always want to wrap it around because I'm so used to just wrapping and doing doubles. But you want to make sure your first stitch through the third one is a single. So you're just pulling it through and doing that and wrapping it around and doing that single. And that's going to be really important because I'm going to show you what that means to your blanket. So do the 2 doubles, wrap it around, pull it through that same stitch, wrap it around, and then you're going to do it 2 only, wrap it around, 2 only, and then we're going to do another double in there, 2 only, 2 only, and then we're going to go into the third one again. So you've got 2 on there, wrapping it around, making that's just a single. And now we're going to go ahead and do 2 doubles again. Wrap it around, pull it through the same place, pull it through, wrap it around, pull it through, wrap it around, pull it through. Another double, wrap it around, go through, pull it through. So you can see how this is starting to take form here. Now I am doing my last third one right there for the sample. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to wrap it for the first one. If you tried to wrap it, don't do it. Just pull it through. And there you've got your single. And then you can do your double. Wrap it around, pull it through. Now you've got 3 on there, right? So from your 3, what do you do again? You wrap it around, pull it through 2 only, then you've got 2 on there. Wrap it around, pull it through, 2 only. And then you're going to do one more, 2 doubles. It's a single and a double and 2 doubles to make this. So I'm at the end of the first row of my sample. So what I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you to pause this and finish your first row of your blanket and then come back and see me. So we're going to assume you've done your first row. You've got your what we call a tail here, and your tail you can add on care instructions or whatever you want. So for this you're going to chain 1 and turn your blanket when you get to the end. When you've chained 1 and turned your blanket, you're going to count 1, 2, and it should be obvious that there's like a little where we made our, our single stitch. This is why those single stitches were important. Because when you've got to the end of your blanket, it should look bumpy like this. And if you're not real familiar with, deciphering these little holes and where they fall, it's an easy fix for you. So you just count, once you've changed, you count 1, 2, and then you go into that first little loose hole there. And there's like a crisscross bar across it where there's another hole. Do not go into that one. It's the first one right here. So you're going to count on the top 1, 2, and then the third loop, which is right in there, you're going to do your single again. So you're going to go through that, and that's your single, just like you did, to start it. And then what are we going to do? We're going to do our 2 doubles. So we're going to wrap it, go through, pull it through, and we're going to do 2 doubles. Okay? All right. So then, again, see those little loops at the top there, the front and the back loops? If you're not familiar with doing this stitch yet, count 1, 2, and then the third one, which is this little hole. Again, it's the hole, the first kind of gaping hole there, not the second one, but the first gaping hole. You're going to slide your crochet needle through, pull it through, and that's your single again. and then you're going to do 2 doubles. So I'm going to go kind of quickly with these doubles because I'm going to assume that our first row, and with you doing the blanket on your own, you've already gotten hold of that, how to do that. So again, count 1, 2 on the top and go through your first big gaping hole. I call it the first big gaping hole there, and just do a single. Remember, don't do a double on your first one. If you do a double on your first one, you're going to really mess up your blanket. So it's got to be a single and 2 doubles, a single and 2 doubles. So a double, and then my second double. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this off, guys, to the end. There's only a little bit of a sample here, okay? So again, you count 1, 2, and you go into your first gaping hole, and you do your single, okay? And then you do your double. And my yarn, I've got to pull some yarn over here so I can do this a little bit more. Sorry about that. All right. So I did the single, a double, and I need 1 more double in there. And then I'm going to show you how to turn it when we get to the end. And you probably got the idea now how to do this. And I just want to show you how beautiful this looks because it's such an amazing stitch. And it looks like you spent a lot of time coming up with this beautiful, beautiful stitch. And if anybody has a really good idea on how to unravel your yarn as you're working, I'd really like to know because I always have problems with that. So count 1, 2 at the end, and you're at the end now, so it's really hard to see that little hole right there. But you're going to want to go ahead and put your single in there anyways in the very end, and just go ahead and do that. I know it looks kind of funny. And you're thinking, oh, this is, oh, I'm going to do two doubles. And you're looking, it's looking kind of funny, Lori, at the end there, but it will be fine. And you're going to chain 1. So I'm going to assume that you created the first 2 rows of your blanket. Doesn't that look nice? So when you chain it again, you're going to see 1, 2. See 1, 2 with the hook? See? 1, 2. And see, it's very obvious once you get going with this stitch that there's a gaping hole right here, and then there's another gaping hole right here. Not the second gaping hole, the first one, guys. That's the one that you want to put your single through. And see, your corner is going to kind of have bumps all the way down. I'm going to show you my blanket here. You can see the end result. They have like little bumps once you've created it all the way down. So basically that's really what it's going to look like. And I know you're going to have this gorgeous cornmeal blanket. Thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.